It's a tool of manifest destiny. Let's not say all of a sudden, oh, hip-hop music is why people are right. No. Y'all know how America was discovered? Murder, slavery, human trafficking. The origins of violence predates hip-hop.
Truth Nation, great morning. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We are inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with
the legendary Dame Ellzey in the building.
Great morning, bro. How are you doing and feeling this morning, man?
It's an excellent Monday morning.
You're talking about it could be some snow on the weekend, though.
See, why you have to ruin my day with that? I didn't even know that. Somebody could be some snow.
Well, you know, I'm just saying.
Why I couldn't just be happy on Monday?
You can. You don't like
so
you don't like the snow?
Nah. So this weekend they're talking about it's gonna be some snow, huh?
Yeah, light snow. They're light not snow. Talking about you don't know.
But see, the light snow is still just a reminder of it's gonna come.
It's coming. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And who wants to know that?
Well, meteorologists.
You want to look at the trees.
Meteorologists.
They want to know. Come on, man. You want to look at the trees. I'm talking about normal people. You want to look at the trees and see all the different colors.
I apologize to all the meteorologists because y'all normal people to me. Y'all wrong a lot, but y'all normal people.
They ain't normal. So you want to look at all of the trees. You want to look at all of the stuff that's happening around, all of the beauty of fall. You don't want to be reminded that fall just brings winter.
Yeah, well.
And as I get older, you know, one of the first times I was on air here on The Truth, I was on with Telly and DT, or maybe it was just Telly. Probably was just Telly and Bailey. But I was talking about as you get older and the weather changes, each year you understand more and more why people, when they retire, move down south.
Right.
They tired of the snow.
Absolutely.
I'm tired of snow.
Yes. And
I'm tired of a lot of things in Milwaukee, but snow is on the list.
It's on the list.
It may not be number one.
It's not number one, but it's on the list.
It's on the list.
It's on.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't like snow either. I would rather take the cold, even the bitter cold, over snow and ice, because with snow comes ice. And I can, we got so much remote start this, remote start that. I can afford to go from building to building, from car to building, from building to car. And the car is already going to be warm 9 times out of 10 because you're going to start it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
you got a remote start.
Yeah, but I ain't got to worry about slipping and falling.
Or in the garage or something
right.
like that.
I ain't got to worry about slipping and falling trying to get to the car where you're doing a little, like the Flintstones type thing.
No.
So, so that's why I would take cold, but... Yeah, we could have it without the snow and ice.
I truly understand why people, I love Milwaukee, but the winter, they can kick rocks with that. Summer is great.
Hey, shout out.
Is even greater.
Hey, shout out to all of the weather people. And I'm not talking about the meteorologists, but I guess we're unofficial meteorologists. And those are people who have ever had a broken limb. So because you will know, when the weather is changing,
you
gonna know.
In that ankle, with
yeah,
broke ankle.
Like me, I have too, bro.
I've broken my ankle before.
I have too.
Feel that.
I have too.
Feel that.
So so ankles on. So we are unofficial meteorologists or weather people.
Yeah, because you feel it.
Yeah, you really do.
You can. That used to be the old wives' tale. And when I was young, I'd be like, you don't know it's been a rain, Grandma. Grandma knew it was from the rain in her hip.
Absolutely.
And that was real. As bad as she knew it was about to rain, and she was not lying.
Is it going to be cold out there? Because, just everything. And so shout out again. Not that we're proud of having to say, I've broken something before.
It comes with age.
Well, not mine wasn't with age. Mine was a situation that was not of my choice.
I'm not saying you broke something because you're
Oh,
old.
you're just saying.
I'm saying as you get older, you
understand.
You probably have gone through something and something. And there's a higher likelihood that you've broken something. There's a higher likelihood that you've injured something.
Right.
As opposed to when you're young, the likelihood of you have broken something or injured something is lower.
Yeah, I think about the situation, like where I am now, that one call, that's all, would have been perfect situation for me. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Again, my weekend, busy. Shout out to Dr. Eve Hall. With the Greater Milwaukee Urban League. They had their black and white ball.
Oh, yeah, I saw pictures of it. People was looking fly.
Yeah, shout out to our very own Sean Hinton, who was the entertainment headliner.
Shout out to my brother, Sean Hinton.
You know, and Greg Marcus, him and I believe it was Gary, they were playing music in the foyer.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, he's a musician besides all of the movies that we go see.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that it was good, and people were looking great. Valet needs to step it up, you know, because it was free valet. If you were
free valet,
yeah.
Where was
so
it? Was at the
people were
Bears
sitting
Center
there
or
waiting
something?
they were waiting a couple of hours for their vehicle.
Why would every time somebody builds something new, it always everything be there for a while? It gotta be at the Bears Center. It wasn't at the Bears Center before. It was at Turner's Hall or something, right?
No,
it was at the Bears Center. It was the Wisconsin Center.
Which is also the Bears Center.
Right, but before that got built,
it was right. Absolutely.
We such a bandwagon community. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody want to be where it's new.
That's all I'm saying.
You know, so fresh and so clean.
That's it.
Yeah, but everybody were looking great. And, of course, again, to all of the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's staff and Dr. Eve Hall kept telling her team she wanted to make sure that they understood that she knows that it is not just her and she could not do it without her team. And her team steps up in major ways and they do what they got to do.
So the money that's raised from that goes to
the Greater Milwaukee Urban League.
It goes to Greater Milwaukee Urban League. Okay.
So they can do all of the things. There's so many different subsidies, many different things.
So that's
that
their
they
yearly.
do.
That's their yearly
that's their big fundraiser.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so that was awesome. Also, I had a chance to do Happy Sweet 16 to Tihana. I had to DJ her Sweet 16 party on yesterday, so she enjoyed herself, her and her friends. She came in looking wonderful. She had like the princess, but it was like a pastel purple. So that was the theme, and she loves candy, so she wanted to come in off Candy Girl by New Edition.
She did it like a quinceañera.
Yeah, man, but she brought her friends out, man, and they came out and they supported. She had a great time and got some great gifts, and mother there, godparents were there, so it was a great look. So shout out to her mom, Tiffany. Shout out to Lisa, who said, "Hey, you got to do it. You do all our stuff, so we got one for you." So that was great. I had a great weekend. Also, during the weekend, though, man, of course, SNAP still not happening.
No. They did some judges in Massachusetts and another state, federal judges, just to update y'all, because I'm sure y'all updated on it. We've been talking about it so much. They said that one of them said Trump's it might be unlawful for him to not pay the SNAP. And then the other one said that they gotta release the funds, the contingency funds. So one said they got to keep it going. One said they got to release the contingency funds. They got like a bunch of billions someplace, $5 billion.
$5 billion.
Someplace stashed away.
For stuff like this.
For exactly this. And he's not doing it. So, but I also read that these judges were Obama-appointed judges. So Trump is going to flip it.
Yeah.
He's going to flip it. So he has today to either, but that's what the problem with it being done on a Friday. If they did it on Wednesday, they would say, okay, tomorrow you got to respond. But because they did it on a Friday, he has till today, his administration has till today to respond and say what they're going to do, if they're going to adhere to it. And they've already proven they don't care what judges say.
That's right.
And they're going to label these judges as activist judges or something like that. As soon as I saw they was Obama appointed, I was like, oh, they're not going to do that.
Right. Yeah, I knew that he was going to weasel his way out. The Orange Man always seems to do that. And it also comes amid the fact that his approval rating was at 37%.
37% of the population approves of him. That they were able to, you know, get on the phone, because that's how they doing these. Yeah, they get them. I know I get them. People call me, I hang up.
So that's basically saying, like, you know, with that 37, and it's like 67% disapproval, and then it's like another 4%. Like 10, or 4% like that.
Some error. So the point is, we understand what these polls mean. Mm-hmm. You know, that's good to hear that at least most of America that's getting polled don't mess with Trump. But these are the same polls that said, you know, Hillary Clinton was going to win.
Right.
These are the same polls that said Kamala and him were at a dead heat. Right. And it was anybody's ball game. So it's a lot of people that aren't being polled in these polls that are going to the polls and voting for Trump. So that's why the Dems
numbers are lower than before.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not
man, we man. And elections are coming.
Polls can oftentimes be depending upon who you call. That's right. Like I just said, I may get a call here and there, but how many black people actually get calls from polling people or actually respond to polling people? It's like the Nielsen numbers on TV ratings. You know, they can be manipulated.
And as you said early on, people didn't get to know this, but I say people just don't like government right now.
Nah.
So we got to get ready to take care of some bills, but there's been some other things that took place in the city that we need to talk about. There was a triple shooting where one teen lost his life, 2 other 17-year-olds were injured, and at a place that the license was taken away from when it was called Mr. J's. So we'll come back and find out what the hell is going on.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on Bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
June 2022, southeast Wisconsin. A distracted driver killed 3 people, and in that single moment, it affected many more. The grandmother.
And my heart sank. Their lives are forever lost.
Pastor.
That was the most difficult day of my entire ministry.
Sister.
I lost my best friend.
Distracted driving affects everyone. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Don't let a trade-in get in the way of the phone you want. Now you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in required, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Nation. The countdown is on for the second annual Truth Summit happening Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Thrive on King. This free in-person event brings together bold voices and sharp minds to tackle Milwaukee's biggest challenges, from healthcare disparities to fixing our broken education pipeline. Dr. Ken Harris leads the charge with expert guests and real talk you won't want to miss. Lock in your seat now at 101.7thetruthsummit.com. Presented by 1MKE and Thrive on King. I'll be in that building.
I will too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in the building. We'll be in the building.
Y'all come holler at us, man.
Great morning. Again, welcome Black to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. I am the legendary Home of Blow, along with
the legendary Dame Ellzey in the building.
And, you know, man, it's a situation that ended up taking place. And let me go to the text line, 833-212-1017. Courtney, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. When we're talking about the weather and meteorologists, Courtney said, meteorologists are the only ones who can make the Baseball Hall of Fame. They only have to be right 30% of the time.
Right.
That's
funny.
Yeah, it is. It is. But something, of course, that is not is one of the latest tragedies that took place here in the city. One killed, 2 teenagers hurt in a triple shooting. Again, this took place over the weekend on Saturday at like 11:22 p.m. Milwaukee Police Department says officers responded to the scene of a shooting near Fond du Lac Avenue and Hoyt Place in the city's Roosevelt Grove neighborhood.
Yeah.
And again, the shooting happened around 11:22 p.m. on Saturday. Investigators say one person was rushed to the hospital where they later died. Milwaukee police did not provide the age of the victim, but we now know that. 2 17-year-olds were also taken to a nearby hospital for treatment of non-fatal injuries, and they are still looking for information. If you have any, you can call 414-935-7360 or contact Crime Stoppers at 414-224-TIPS, or you can go to the P3 app, P3 Tips, and all of those, you can stay anonymous. You can stay anonymous, and we can hopefully get this family some justice. But we do have the audio clip, so if you are watching us on our YouTube page, while you're there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, you can check us out on Facebook Live and X. And while you're there, follow, like, and share and subscribe. Great morning, Rhea. Got to say great morning to our producer,
Shout
Rhea.
out to Rhea.
Good morning, y'all.
All right. We got that clip. Let's let Truth Nation hear the clip, and those that can watch it can watch the clip.
Tonight, loved ones identify an 18-year-old killed in a triple shooting. Family says gunfire near Fond du Lac and Hoyt in Milwaukee killed Jarvis Willis late last night. 12 News' Duke Carter reports.
Neighbors are fed up that a triple shooting took place near Fond du Lac and Hoyt late Saturday evening that took the life of one young person. They're concerned that another shooting incident could happen in the future.
Everybody gonna hear from me this week. The alder person gonna hear from me. The mayor gonna hear from me this week. We're already working with the Office of African American Affairs.
Teresa Scott, who lives a block off Fond du Lac, says the triple shooting took the life of 18-year-old Jarvis Willis.
It's hard for me to get this out of my head that we have another grieving family.
Video 12 News obtained shows police activity at a parking lot near Fond du Lac and Hoyt shortly before 11:30 Saturday evening. There was a teen gathering at a business near that intersection. While moments later you can see what appears to be officers running in the direction of the shooting scene. 18-year-old Jarvis Willis died at the hospital. First responders also took 2 17-year-olds to the hospital, but those 2 are expected to survive.
I'm not blaming the young people for what happened last night at all, because they got an invitation to a party. I get it. You go to the party. You don't go to a party thinking that something like this is going to happen.
Milwaukee police say no one is in custody. Reporting in Milwaukee, Duke Carter, WISN 12 News.
And this location, unfortunately, is familiar to a lot of people. It was formerly Mr. J's.
So the party was at Mr. J's. He got shot up the street or killed up.
Well, it's just like the photographer Rob Smith, who ended up losing his life. And, of course, he was at, an event at Mr. J's. And when he came out. Yeah.
It's that same spot.
Yeah. So, again, and although it may not have been police-orientated, there have been a lot of social media posts, live videos of people showing the former Mr. J's and saying that some guy, is renting it out, but then some people saying he's scamming because a woman was supposed to do, I guess, a Milwaukee-type reality show, and she had booked the place out. And whoever this guy is, I don't know, she did show him on this Facebook Live that she done and said, this is him. And she also showed the air mattress and he be living in here and all of that kind of stuff. So it was all kind of situations where she showed the other people's stuff that he had double booked, so they were in there getting ready to set up their stuff.
So what side of Mr. J's?
The lounge side that when you first would walk in before you go to the big hall side.
So the big hall side is like a daycare or something, man.
Yeah, it's a daycare.
So that's a daycare. I drove past there the other day. And I was looking, and I was like, oh, like they changed it into a daycare. And I just assumed the whole space was a daycare. So it's just the big party side is the daycare now.
Yeah, the windows that you would see coming up Fond du Lac or going down Fond du Lac, that would be the Mr. J's Lounge, former Mr. J's Lounge side. Yeah. That's the new event space.
So the smaller space is the event space.
Correct.
And he's living there.
Allegedly.
Apparently. He's got an air mattress. You might be, you know what? And this is off topic. When I used to do building inspection, I used to go through these spaces, and you would see a mattress someplace, and you would see something someplace, right, in the office, and they'd be like, man, when I get tired, I just need some place to sleep. So it could be that. I ain't going to say he's living there.
Right. I mean, we don't have the proof that he is, but
hopefully he's not, but there's probably is. But it doesn't matter. The point is we have to get a handle on these event spaces because people think they can do whatever with a vacant space.
Right.
And there's obviously rules and regulations that need to be adhered to on these event spaces. They got to have an occupancy permit, right? They got to have some type of BOZA because it's an assembly. So they got to have some type of BOZA, Board of Zoning and Appeals. They got to have that. They got to have if it's an assembly of any type, they need to have a license, some type of license if they're gonna have people there or whatever the case may be. And then we heard rumors that this place was also like being used as a bring your own bottle type of space, right? You can't even do that in Milwaukee unless it's a private club membership type of thing. So this dude was just not adhering to anything and was just doing what he wanted to do. And so I would say somebody dropped the ball in that the community may have been like, somebody should have said something sooner. And I don't know if they did. There may be a record of it, of somebody saying something and the licensing, because there's a whole part of the police department that deals with licensing. So those police officers may have been out there and, building inspection may have been out there and tried to shut him down or whatever the case may be. He just was like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But if they hadn't done that,
right?
Why is he still open?
Yeah.
And maybe this young man was still, and I'm not blaming city departments for that, but I can understand, like the woman who did her interview, I can understand her frustration with what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, just another, if it was a teen gathering, which people are saying, and even WISN 12 News is where we played that clip from, are saying that that's what people are telling them, that it was a teen event. It also puts the situation where the argument or debate comes up, be like, see, they say they ain't got nowhere to go. They had a party. Look what happened at the party. You get what I'm saying? It's all types of different things that come in. But I've also heard people saying they need to shut whatever it is down. Whatever, if that's an event space, they need to shut it down.
And especially when you have when you're doing private events, because there's other private event spaces that
absolutely
operate well and have no issues, follow all of the rules, right? Do everything they're supposed to do. Then you have these other ones that think they just, well, I got this space, I'm going to just do private event stuff, and I'm not going to adhere to any of the rules or regulations that go to this. And in doing that, you know they're not adhering to any of the rules or regulations. They also aren't providing the security that would need to be there for a teen party in Milwaukee on Fond du Lac.
That part, bro.
It's not like it's in the heart of the city.
Do you recall that when Mr. J's was open, because some people associated a shooting that happened at what used to be a bar, but maybe it turned into a barbershop, something. But there was a teen event being held at the opposite end. So, it's Hoyt on one corner, but whatever that other corner is, headed northwest bound. There was a shooting that happened at that, and it was a teen event as well.
Yeah, so if people see teen stuff and they just assume, like I've known teens that try to, my daughter was throwing a party, and I keep talking about her. I don't want to, baby, I love you. But she was throwing a party once, and it got shut down, right? Because of her parents and adults finding out about it, right? And then it got shut down. I'm not mad at that. That's what we need to do. If you hear about some teen party and you look into the teen party situation and you see that, this place is not really licensed, this is just a warehouse, you're not just stopping them from having fun. You could be like, oh, you being a old fuddy-duddy. You stopping us from you could be saving somebody's life. And in saving somebody's life, it's worth saying, hey, do y'all have security? Do y'all have exit lights? Do y'all have fire extinguishers? Whatever the case may be, do you have it covered?
Well, you know what? That was a perfect segue.
What?
Well, True Nation, now's your chance to be our one call, that's all, Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Right now, be caller number 7 at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 7 right now at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, Milwaukee, are you ready to make your neighborhood shine? Join 1MKE's Neighborhood Task Force, where neighbors come together to build stronger, more connected communities in Washington Park, Washington Heights, Clark Square, and Walker's Point. Come share a meal and share your ideas and share your voice. This is your chance to shape the future of your neighborhood. Don't miss out. RSVP today on Eventbrite. Search 1MKE Neighborhood Task Force and join the movement to make Milwaukee stronger together. 1MKE, one voice, one community, one future.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
You ever notice how the phrase 9 to 5 sounds just so old school? That's because in 2025, the 9 to 5 is as outdated as a rotary phone. Let's be real. The world has changed, and the way we work has changed with it. The gig economy is booming. Folks are making money on their own terms, driving Ubers, delivering DoorDash, freelancing, and side hustling their way to the bag. And then there's the work-from-home revolution. People are clocking in from their kitchen tables, their favorite coffee shops, or even the beach. Laptops open, pajamas on, productivity up. The virtual office is now the new corner office, and the only commute is from the bed to the desk. Let's not forget about the digital nomads, those bold souls who turn the world into their workplace. They're sending emails from Bali, closing deals in Barcelona, and living life on their own schedule. No time clock, no cubicle, just Wi-Fi and a dream. And 21st century entrepreneurship, well, it's a whole new game. You can launch a business from your phone, build a brand on Instagram, and make more in a week than some folks do in a month without even punching a clock. So who's still working that old 9-to-5 job? People who are resistant to change or maybe just can't adapt. The future belongs to the flexible, the creative, the hustlers who know how to make technology work for them. The 9-to-5, well, that's a museum piece. The real action is happening outside the box, where freedom and opportunity are just a click away.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
We've got a crash now westbound on 94, just about at Sunny Slope Road, off on the left. Emergency crews are on the scene. Looks like actually the left lane is blocked right now. So we got delays all the way back to Highway 100. On the eastbound side, we've got delays from Highway 16 all the way to Springdale Road, and then back on the brakes from 84th Street through the stadium. Southbound 43 now starting to slow down a bit from Good Hope Road down to Bender Road. Southbound 41 heavy from before the county line all the way to Good Hope Road. Back on the brakes south of Silver Spring down past Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Today, mostly sunny, windy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 38. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, we're black. I'm the legendary home of Blow, along with
legendary Dame. Wait a minute. The legendary Dame Ellzey in the building.
What's happening with you, my brother?
I was slow on that mic. That's what was happening.
Hey,
pause.
Listen.
I know we're talking about serious things right now, but you just mentioned in the break about the Packers tricking off the game yesterday. They was partying too.
Yeah.
It was what's his name birthday?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love birthday. The whole offense was partying.
Yeah. Wow.
Somebody need to.
That's not what we paying them for.
That's not what we paying them for, the party. But they was partying. You know they was.
I know.
You know they was.
Yeah.
They probably a bunch of people from Milwaukee was up there or something. And
it was Brenda, Felicia, LaShawn, and Dawn.
Hey, I wasn't
about
gonna
three
say it
Kims.
way,
LaToya.
But you did.
I got you.
And you know, because I'm watching the game and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is Jordan Love throwing like this? Why are they dropping passes? What's going on?
Right.
Why are the linemen just letting people come through untouched? What's going? Then they said, "Oh, today is his birthday," and I was like, "Oh, this game is over."
All right. Truth Nation, we definitely want to hear from you. Now, with this situation happening, those of you who are definitely familiar with Mr. J's ended up losing their license and having to shut down at that location. How do you feel about this particular venue, this event space? Are you with it? Do you believe that it should be shut down? Do you think that the city and police are going to just blame it on the location? It was the people that, were at the location. What is your thoughts on that? Like, for real, do you feel like it's just because the city has had so many situations happening with the shootings and the homicides, and they happening everywhere? Or do you put some of the blame on that event space establishment?
That's what I'm getting at.
There you go.
My opinion that if you have some type of illegal space, you have some type of occupancy where it's, when we was in high school, we went to these little rave things. We went to these smaller events where, they were unsanctioned events. But if you're the one that is organizing this unsanctioned event, you're an adult, it's a teen party, and something like this happened, you should be held responsible. You should be hit with some type of felony, whether it be endangering life or reckless something. You should be hit with something. I don't know the felonies. I'm not a criminal. I don't know all the felonies. But if you should be hit with something. And at that point, because You organized this party. Like Diddy, when he had the party in New York and people died because of they couldn't get out, and this happened plenty of times before, right? Promoters and stuff. It should really happen if you're promoting a party and you have a legally obtained space and you're renting out this space, you don't have any other licenses, you should be held accountable for anything that happens because of that party, whether it's down a block, whether it's up the street, whether it's in the parking lot, right, in the basement, wherever it is. If they coming from your party and the city can prove that because you had this party, this person got injured or lost their life, you should be held responsible for that. And I don't think there should be anybody that say, no, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. That's accountability right there.
Mm-hmm.
You own this spot and you're renting it to teens, knowing that you don't have the licenses, knowing that you don't have the proper security for the event you're doing. You should be held accountable.
And our Truth Talk text poll on YouTube says, do you think this event space should be shut down? Yes or
That's
no?
without question. It should be shut down.
You know,
it shouldn't be.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Dame. There's just, even just from people that are, and people can say things, Dame, but a lot of these issues, they got Facebook footage. You get what I'm saying? Where they recorded it or they went Facebook Live and literally are showing us. And the guy that was in there, that one lady that had to try to find a place to have her event after this person, she showed the alleged person that is the one that was running the space and said that he's scamming people out of their money. I had my event supposed to be here, and she had people come that had to help load her stuff out. She showed the room and all of that kind of stuff, and the other people. So it's been a lot, and that's just with people sharing on social media. And even I've seen some late night parking lots packed there as if Mr. J's was still open.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And Mr. J's definitely didn't cater to that type of crowd.
No.
And
they still had issues.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So
they didn't close down. The older person at that time, I think it was Khalif or whomever, didn't close down Mr. J's so that this could be there.
Right.
So the neighborhood doesn't want it because they allowed for Mr. J's to be closed down, which was catering to more adults.
Right.
And
I thought it was supposed to be a grocery store coming or something. You get what I'm saying? So I see the daycare.
Yeah.
And again, and do you even want that stigma? Like if you were a parent that do have a child at that daycare after seeing it on the news, like do you even want to have your child there
if
anymore?
If that daycare has all its legal stuff, all its licenses,
right,
and all of this, you can't even have liquor establishment that next door.
Right.
It's got to be a certain amount of feet away from a liquor establishment because you have a daycare there. So as an older person or somebody else, you could be like, nah, it's a daycare right there. You are not going to open up a liquor store. You are not going to open up a bar next to a daycare. So this daycare, presumably, has gone through all the stuff that it needed to go through.
Absolutely.
To be open up. That person is put their hard-earned money into this space. And it's a big space. So they're doing it right. And then you have somebody that's not doing it right next door that's going to mess it up for them too.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's going to happen.
That's what that owner needs. Because if like you just said, I'm taking my kid up out of there. Because now I didn't know this was going on next door.
Right.
I just thought it was vacant. I didn't know he was turning it into a club. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. And in not being able to do that, he needs to be held responsible. There needs to be more than just you're getting a ticket for not having occupancy. You're getting a ticket for not having a license. You need to be charged with something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's gross negligence at that point.
Absolutely. I agree. Truth Nation, want to hear from you. What's your thoughts and opinions about this? 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. We're talking about, and it's crazy to have to say this, Dane, the latest triple shooting.
That just sounds terrible. You know what that means? People just got these ARs and they got these big guns.
Yeah, man.
And they just let loose.
The latest triple shooting. The latest. That if that isn't disturbing or alarming to you, something's wrong. Something's wrong because what we cannot do is try to normalize something because it has become so common. Mm-hmm. This has become common, Dame.
Triple shootings.
Right, man.
Multiple people getting shot is ridiculous. It's like you can't, and that's why I'm saying as a parent, and I was talking about my daughters, and they out kicking it. They have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They weren't hermits at all, but you always worried about them just being at the wrong space at the wrong time, you know?
Right.
And how it can affect them, how it can, and this let me just say this. I got a niece that is in North Carolina, and she experienced some violence at a party she went to a bunch of years ago. It affected her.
Right.
It was a friend of hers, and it affected her. Whereas my children here who grow up in Milwaukee and deal with it all of the time, something like that happens, and they're like, Daddy, they were shooting at the party last night. Right. And it's like, it's not even the first thing they talk about because we've been desensitized to it so much here in Milwaukee as opposed to other places where there are other black people that we just see the violence as a part of daily life.
Right.
And it's not.
And it's not. Again, even as I was saying, with how my weekend went on yesterday, excellent Sweet 16 party.
Yeah.
Excellent. No drama, nobody acting crazy, none of that. And the birthday honoree, Tihana, again, happy Sweet 16 to you. Had a great time. Everybody left, and it was what it was. On the True Talk Texpo, we'll come back to give you our numbers so far. The question is, do you think this event space, formerly Mr. J's, the lounge side, should be shut down? Yes or no? We got to take care of some bills, but we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. It's College Month on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 101.7 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free. Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Steinhoffel's Black Friday sale is back, and these deals are too good to wait. Snag huge savings right now, like any size Sealy mattress for just $99, beautiful dining tables and sofas for only $4.99, and a stylish queen bed for only $5.99. Plus, enjoy 36 months, 0% financing. That's 3 full years of interest-free payments. Don't wait for Black Friday. Save big today at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
What is a DJ? Do we just play music? Maybe some are that simple. For me, I create memories that last a lifetime. I'm always thinking about how songs connect. I read the room. Every event is an open canvas, a new world. So what's a DJ when you hire me? I'm a vibe architect, a curator of euphoria, a guaranteed good time.
I know you want me. Every day, not only when you're lonely.
Whether you have a wedding, festival, corporate event, or any other special occasion, get your free consultation with DJ Remaniac today.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, get 4 lines for $90 a month and 4 of the latest phones for free. No trade-in or hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular, built for U.S., built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details. Okay.
We're black. Truth Nation. Again, the Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. We are talking about, again, it just sounds so crazy to have to say this. The latest triple shooting here in Milwaukee that took place on Fond du Lac and Hoyt Place, of course, the corner adjacent to the former Mr. J's,
right?
You know, and I hate to have to keep referring to it like that, but I know that that's the only way some people are going to be able to put it together and be like, oh, ain't that the? I've been going by there seeing a lot of cars. I thought they had opened up again or something like that. So we got our Truth Talk text poll. Do you think this event space should be shut down with this latest triple shooting that ended up taking place, unfortunately, up there? Yes or no? Rhea, what are we looking like on the numbers percentage-wise?
All right, so far we got 85% yes and 15% no.
85% saying it should be shut down, Dave.
Yeah, that's as they should.
You know, and to the family of 18-year-old Jarvis Willis, condolences on your loss. And again, hopefully the other two, they said their injuries are not life-threatening, but, you know, I think getting shot, you feel what I'm saying? That changes your life, period. You know, like,
that's what I mean.
I hate when people say that. Yeah, man.
You just got shot.
Yeah, it's like, but you can, you know, what if the person was a runner? What if, you know, got shot in the leg and now will have that injury that will hinder them and they can't run? Get shot in the arm or get shot in the hand. And these are things shot in the neck, but they survive. But now if they were singing, rap, whatever they were doing,
they get shot and miss that's 6 weeks of school.
And then the mental damage that does. Yeah. If you talk to some people who have been shot, and they talk about, you know, the night tremors and the trauma that they think about. And
the PTSD.
And not liking their body parts anymore because this mark is that and all of that. It's a lot that has come along with that for a lot of people. We do have someone on our Truth Talk text lines at 833-212-1017. We have great morning, caller. You are on the air. Black Conscious, I love you. I appreciate you. You hear the discussion. What's your truth? Black Conscious? All right. Well, we did have Black Conscious on the line.
Call back, brother.
Yeah, just call Black, man. We definitely want to hear from you. And other Truth Nation, again, 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. Something has got to give. And there's places that are going to have to take, you know, ownership for certain things if they don't have things in place. And especially if they weren't legitimately, you know, with the permits and the license to even do what they've been doing.
Legitimately. And even if you are, in my opinion, legitimately open, but you cater to an event that you know is going to be 5,000 people when you're just used to having 2,000 people. And I'm just throwing them numbers because nobody here has that much space. But I'm just saying, you have an event that has 1,000 people at it, and your security is just used to having 100 people in your space, and you know this, and you haven't altered your security plan. You need to be held responsible for if something happens during that space. You have insurance. It shouldn't just be a matter of your insurance coming to play and paying people off. No, you need to be, as an owner, held responsible. As a manager, held responsible. And if they did that, I'm sure you would have more people that own these establishments taking it serious when things like this happen. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I dealt with it on the far of the licensing side of it, and so many owners come to licensing and be like, well, I can't control what happens down the street, and I can't control this, and I had my security there, but this just happened. Those things happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you the owner.
Right.
So if somebody trips down my steps in front of my house,
hello,
I'm the owner.
Hello.
So I'm held responsible. You're the owner. This is somebody that left your house,
right?
Left your business, went down the street and did something crazy.
That's
Well,
right.
They did that on their. But what type of people are you attracting to your business? What are you trying to do? Are you letting them know, hey, if you come down here acting a fool, there will be consequences and repercussions?
That's right. That's right.
As an owner, you should be held responsible. And I mean more than just losing your license. You should be held responsible for what happens in your functions. And then if that happened, I guarantee you people wouldn't go for the short money so quick. Because you don't know how many times I've had to sit at a licensing committee where there was an owner who got down on their bills and needed the money and decided, I'm just going to do this kind of party once or twice. And then that once or twice turns into, well, I'm getting way more money doing this than I was doing the other type of party.
That's right.
Now I'm going to do it every Friday. Now every Friday turns into, well, I'm going to do it on Mondays too. And then now I'm going to do it on Wednesday. So now the whole week is these types of parties. And you come back to licensing and you like, but we gave you a license and you said you was going to do 30 and up.
Absolutely.
And it was going to be, they had to be dressed a certain way. You told us one thing. So a lot of times we blame the alders and we blame those in politics, but they set safeguards up.
Right.
To prevent these types of things from happening, and people just usurp them. And now that person needs to be held responsible.
Absolutely. And these are calls that you end up calling your elected officials on and say, what type of license do they have? You have the right to do all of that. And that's why I say, help us to help you. Help us to help you, because sometimes people will say, yeah, they've been doing it for the last 2 months.
Right.
And it's like, so when were you going to say something? Now, unfortunately, and I don't know how long it's been exactly, but now you've got somebody who lost their life and 2 others that were injured. You get all teens.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you not saying anything, you feel what I'm saying?
Being a part of the
some of this part
is not snitching.
See that
being a responsible citizen,
bruh,
it's not snitching.
Man,
snitching is if you in the game and you done did wrong and you see somebody else do wrong, and so you're gonna get out of your wrong to snitch on them, to tell on them. That's snitching.
Man, bro.
If I'm a part of the community, I'm a citizen. I am not in the game. I'm just living my life.
Right.
And I see 30 cars in the parking lot for Mr. J's, and I know the daycare is closed.
Right.
So it's 30, 50 cars, and what's going on in Mr. J's? Let me call my auto person. Let me call the police. What's going on in Mr. J's? That ain't snitching.
And let's think about it even in this context,
No Charleston White or whatever his name is.
Right. Let us think about it in this way. What if that daycare is licensed for second shift? It would have still been open.
There you go.
Parents, guardians would have been coming to pick up their children while this melee took place.
And now they can't even get that if they wanted it.
Right.
Now, your man done ruined that for you. You done did everything right, and your man decided he was going to have his air mattress in the office. And I don't even know where you put an air mattress in that little space back there, but anyway, the air mattress in the office, and he's sleeping in it, and he done ruined your ability to expand your reasonably ran daycare.
Right.
You've gone through everything right.
That's right.
And now he want to ruin it.
Yep.
He need to be held responsible.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. On our True Talk text page, remember 833-212-1017. If you'd like to get in on this discussion and give us your truth. Craig, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, in today's society, the culture of violence in multimedia, music, video games, and film has desensitized our communities to the horrors of it. Like, it's just commonplace. Ed, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. On the True Talk text page said, at what point do we let MPD officers take second jobs as security? Well, they did end up saying that they could, but it's at the discretion, I believe, of the chief. Yeah, so
we don't need them to do. These people. It's enough security guards out here, enough security firms that are licensed and bonded that people just don't want to pay.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think that for me, when I look at it as, and you too, in my opinion, you know, when we go out of town, we see them. I'm talking about even dressed in their uniforms, like, you know, and they are the security at these establishments. And one of the things that I've noticed from whether it's in Chicago, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's in Miami, that a lot of those establishments that do have law enforcement dressed in their law enforcement gear, they would call it moonlighting at one point. But those establishments, man, people, I think they look at one call, that's all.
Yeah, I can see the benefits.
And we're going to be up out of there. You get what I'm saying? Because security, and here's the thing, security can only still do so much. You feel what I'm saying? So there's that. Like, I've been at an establishment where somebody may have been acting unruly, and then they're telling, don't put your hands on me. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. We'll come back and talk about it, because it's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery. You can't tell me ain't enough cops on the streets, but they out here in front of the bar.
Hey, and that's where I'm saying about the schools. We got to take care of some bills. The True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. We'll be black.
It's a big week for Marquette University during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. During this week, we will highlight the many full tuition scholarship opportunities they offer and tell you why your student should apply to attend Marquette University. When you arrive ready for something good, you'll leave connected with something greater. Marquette University. Be the difference. Visit marquette.edu to apply and find more information on their scholarships.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations, where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk. How is it possible for somebody to be found guilty of something and serve no jail time? How is it possible that someone can get a first offense misdemeanor when it comes to marijuana here in the state of Wisconsin and can face up to 6 months in jail, but two men who are convicted of murder get probation? This is not what justice is about. Why does this keep happening, Truth Nation? And why does it always seem like black people die and we don't get the justice that we deserve? How should we react to this? If you commit a crime, you must do the time. If you take somebody's life, you have to pay the cost. I don't care that it was an accident, because it does not make sense to me how someone can be murdered and somehow they get no time. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, you are still a murderer, especially when you plead guilty to felony murder. Marijuana will get you more time in jail than killing somebody, especially when it comes to a black man here in America, unfortunately.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and listen. I just want someone to yap to. And I just feel like I'll be fine if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job. And I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us. But, try to understand me more and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Check it out one time.
We're black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. Of course, I am the legendary Home Blow along with my brother,
the legendary Dame Ellzey, in the building.
Man, but it's too much where we need something to change. Well, people need to just do what they are allowed to legally do.
Yeah, and you were reading the comment before about, the games and all of that stuff desensitizing us. No, I just think Milwaukee desensitizes us. It don't even have to be the games and the music, because it's people, like I was talking about my niece. She lives in Garner, North Carolina. They listen to the same music, play the same games, do the same stuff, but it's a different environment. You know what I'm saying? I think we desensitize ourselves and desensitize our youth to the violence because we just look past it as it's just like I've done it to my kids. I've told them all of these stories of almost being shot in a movie. I was at the Villa when that got closed down on Christmas when they were showing Trespass, and it initially I was there. So I tell these stories of these harrowing experiences of things that have happened. And then I realized I myself am desensitizing them to this because I'm telling these stories and I'm talking about it now like it was all fun and games, but in the moment it wasn't. But as I recount it, it's like, and then this almost happened, and then this happened, and it's like a funny story. And it's like, oh, well, to a youth, to a child, it's like, well, that's not getting shot at isn't nothing. Have somebody pull a gun on you is nothing. Just because I went through that doesn't mean it's not nothing, but I understand how that can happen. And what I'm saying is we've gone through it so much in Milwaukee. We've all seen it. We've all known somebody that got shot at a party. The violence has become such a second nature to us that it's when we meet other people from other cities and we talk about the stuff that we've gone through and they talk about the stuff that they've gone through, it's like, oh, maybe I am desensitized to it. Maybe there is some PTSD according to this,
Yep. And, another thing when we talk about, and Truth Nation, welcome to the 8 o'clock hour, 833-212-1017. Another thing that comes up is when I would listen to AMG, when I listen to Ghetto Boys, I listen to NWA, all of these different things. I listened to it for the entertainment value, even though I knew that a lot of things that they may have been talking about was real life as they knew it. And I think that in this generation, which I call a mutated generation, because they are trying to live these things out. You get what I'm saying? And when they make these diss songs talking about I'm smoking on, that person is dead and somebody in their clique killed them. And now they're boasting about, and so it's like the things that they are doing, they're actually doing those things. Just like when I've been saying for years that it's like we living in a world of GTA, Grand Theft Auto, with the reckless driving, and it just has continued to deteriorate. And I continue to say, look, you don't get no extra life. You know what I'm saying, in real life. So I think that a lot of the people, and I hate to have to say, a lot of uneducated people that are not educating themselves, they live it out in their real life, even if they ain't about that. So what tends to happen is the good kid is the good children that are out here and the good teens that are out here are trying to emulate what they see this minority group of them doing, like, and then we end up hearing like, no, he wasn't on that. She wasn't on that. But because of not being cool, You know what I'm saying? You can't hang with us because you ain't about that life. You ain't do this, do that. If you ain't gonna bust a gun, if you ain't gonna do this, then you can't even hang with us. You would, it's like going to a dance. Everybody wanted to go when the popular boys, then the girls wanted to go where the popular boys was gonna go. If they say they going to this $1 party or $2 party, then that's where everybody wanted to be. So
it's like
we dealing with that.
You can't hang with us. You square. You lame.
Yeah, man.
And I wouldn't go so far as say it's a mutated generation. I would go so far as say this is the evolution of our generation's past. Because I remember when we were coming up, when I was coming up, people were up in arms about the things that we did. And now in hindsight, that stuff was light compared. So it's like we have allowed our generational stuff to evolve, whether it be de-evolve or whatever it is, because of desensitization to this stuff, and we've accepted it for so long. Now it's reached a point where it's like we're having triple homicides. Triple shootings is acceptable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's like to a point where it's like we crossed the line where, okay, this is too far, but we should have pulled the reins back 30 years ago.
Most people did pull the reins back, but this is where I'm saying the mutation goes. So it's, and I describe it in this context. When we were coming up, everybody, in my opinion, had certain things that they said, look, you can't do this because you're being a good parent. You being a good father, me being a good father. We'd say, hey, no, what you not going to do, you're not going to be able to do that. Oh, man. So now when they end up growing up, be like, okay, my parents were so strict on me, they didn't let me do this. When I have my kids, I'm gonna allow them to go to the house party, even if they don't know if I don't know who the parents or who the adults are that are responsible. So now they get to do that. They get to go to the mall without making sure that their room is clean or their chores around the house is done. So when I had kids, I'm not gonna I'm gonna let them go to the mall whether they take care of their responsibilities or not. They're gonna get to go do all of this stuff. Now, even though they're letting them do that, there are some things that they're still doing that the kids end up saying, when I have kids, I'm gonna let my kids. So now we already done started a mutation. We done started a mutation because they're getting to do some things that we have seen is not going to end up being healthy. So when your son or daughter gets shot at a house party and you be like, whose house was it? I don't know. Now, those same kids that got to do a lot of stuff that the other parent didn't get to do, now when they have kids, I think the things that they say you can't do, now they gonna let them do it.
I think we're saying the same thing, but I'm just not using the word mutation. The mutation is derogatory.
That's what it is.
It means a changing of like DNA.
It is.
I don't think it's a mutation.
Well,
I think it might be a slow de-evolving of our society and our community in what's acceptable. And whereas what was acceptable 40, 50 years ago is would be seen as a prude right now.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's acceptable for somebody to have a gun, walking around with a gun hanging out their pocket. It's acceptable for somebody to be walking around with a hood,
and it's 90-something degrees,
and one of them masks on, one of them shiesty masks on, as they call them, as the youth call them. Pooh shiesty mask on. That's acceptable. 20 years ago, you would have got walked up on, walking through the wrong neighborhood with your hood and a Pooh shiesty type mask on. You keep saying mutated.
It's mutated, bro.
It's not a mutation in the sense of something.
It's something different in the DNA, bro.
It's not. It's just something that we've allowed to. I blame us as a community because we've allowed this to happen. We've allowed it. It wasn't like it came out of nowhere. That's a mutation. What comes out of nowhere? This is not coming out of nowhere. This is our fault.
Hey, listen, man. I
blame myself.
Okay, listen. And because I don't have a lot of the thing, I came up in crazy surroundings too. But we're going to go to the Truth text line at 833-212-1017. Deja, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What is your truth?
So I feel like, first off, hi, everybody. I feel like it boils down to how we value life. You know, I feel like it does start from our older generations, basically, and how they viewed life, to where it's all like, okay, you view life so little to the point where you want to take someone else's life, then how much do you view your own, you know? And I feel like it's a matter of, do you love yourself as you love your neighbor? Do you love the second commandment, love thy neighbor as thyself, right? And it hasn't been a lot of love about loving neighbors as yourself. People have been wanting to kill their neighbors, and I just feel like that more so speaks on who they are as a person, and then of course like what they went through to the point where they want to do something so, heinous, basically. So I just feel like a lot of love is missing in this world, even in this city. People have become more just trigger happy, basically, as if life isn't worth, or somebody else's life isn't worth as much as theirs. So that's my truth.
Thank you very much, Deja. Love you, appreciate you. On the True Talk text line, 833-212-1017. We have Craig that said, today's rap artists aren't just posers. They've taken it to a new level of actually living that life that they rapping about. And that's where I'm going. So, it was entertainment, because what you didn't see is all of the members of NWA going to prison with what they were rapping about.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they understood the entertainment part of it, and they weren't living in those poor conditions that, you get what I'm saying?
But
some
listen,
people are now rapping about it.
I hear you. And we know, me and you both are hip-hop artists.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DJ,
Yes, sir.
I'm an MC.
And we are hip-hop, bro.
We are hip-hop.
We are hip-hop.
So we're not blaming hip-hop.
That's
but
that part.
But what I'm saying is as parents, I had the parent that sat me down and was like, that's just music, right? And we were able to. That's why I'm saying it's our fault.
Those that do it, it's their fault. No,
I'm not separating myself.
I can.
I understand your parent.
But that's where I'm going.
As a community. If we're going to call ourselves, talk about the burning down of the village. If we're going to call ourselves the village.
Then we got to take care of bills.
Listen, let me just get this out here. If we're going to call ourselves the village, then as the village, we have to take responsibility for the youth of our village. We just can't put it on their parents, although their parents is the main line of defense. It also falls
that will
on
shoot us, though. That will shoot us when we try to tell them about it. You don't care? We got to take care of some bills for sure right now. 833-212-1017. True Nation, we want to hear from you. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent, as an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a woman-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com. Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
My name is Adrienne, and I was hurt in a car accident. What Gruber Lofts has done for me was made me feel safe. It didn't cost me anything, just one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Lofts today. One call, that's all.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.jaa.org.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The award-winning 101.7 The Truth is proud home of the Milwaukee Panthers basketball. Shout out to UWM, that's where I graduated from, undergrad and my master's, but that's another story. The Panthers look to start the season off right tonight as they welcome in the Hampton University Pirates. That's an HBCU, y'all. Y'all go check that out. UWM Panthers Arena tonight. Scott Warren has the coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. So we got the Hampton Pirates in the building.
Yes, sir.
Those people that went to Hampton, you know.
Man.
And, you know, it's HBCU in the building. And like I said, UWM is my alma mater. I went to FAM for a little while, so I wear that orange and green a lot too, but because once you a Rattler, you a Rattler. But I didn't finish there. I finished a Panther. Maybe that's why I'm a Black Panther.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll stop now.
Listen, man. Man, listen, we're talking about a lot of the gun violence and like the guns that are in our community and how many people that shouldn't even have a gun, but they have guns.
Yeah.
And
that's the other issue.
It brings to mind like something that a lot of people, because of the snap and the government shutdown and all of that, they're not paying attention. And that's how this system works a lot of times. We'll distract you with this. In the meanwhile, we're passing this. And it's things like this, Dame, with the federal versus Wisconsin, which is the federal versus state gun laws and purchasing laws that are slid in under the radar.
Under the radar. See,
we ain't thinking about it. We ain't, not enough talking about
this
it.
Conversation, and we're talking about who's to blame for, you calling it a mutation, I'm calling it a de-evolving of our society. Who's to blame for the way that our children are acting? Okay, that's on us. That part is on us. But that's a conversation we can have.
Absolutely.
But also who's to blame is the proliferation of guns in our community.
Hashtag facts.
We don't have the trucks to bring these guns in. We don't have the manufacturing capabilities to produce these guns and put them in the hands of, because for 3 people to be shot, that means they had something that was like, doo-doo-doo-doo. It wasn't a pap, pap. It was some big, right? And so who's doing that?
Right.
Who's bringing these guns in? And what happens is you have legislation that shows a disconnect between the community that these things are happening in and who is backing these politicians in reality. Like right now, the Republicans have a bill called AB 609, Constitutional Carry Law. Basically, this law just makes it easier for you to get a gun. Whereas before you had to have a license to carry a gun, they are proposing that you no longer even have to have a license to carry a gun. And then when you do buy a gun, instead of the state regulations that seller would have to adhere to, now it's just federal. And the federal is way less lenient than the state. State checks for domestic violence stuff. The state is checking for mental health issues. Federal is not checking for any of that type of stuff. So when you see the two compared, you're like, oh, what's going on? Why are they for this? It's the gun lobby that has presented themselves in the form of these Republicans, because they don't care that our babies are dying or getting shot up. We had, in the last 2 weeks, we had 6 teens get shot, right? We had my man who was running out the house, shot one and shot the other 2. We had this young man just get popped, get killed. I don't want to talk insensitive.
Yeah.
We had this young man get killed, and then we had 2 other teens shot that same time, right? Why do they have these guns? Because of the gun lobby and the laws that these Republicans and sometimes Democrats allow to be in place. And this law, AB 609, is basically going to make it easier for people to do that. And so when they sell these guns, y'all, they not coming off of a ship. It's somebody popping their trunk like you see in the movies. It's somebody that has it in the house. But these are when they buy them from gun dealers, right? And so I've gone and bought all of these guns from a gun show, gun dealers. I put all my information in there. And then I sell them. Now with this law, if I sell them from me to you as a personal person to person, I don't got to record all of that. So I could just be selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of guns, and then unless something happens with that gun and they come looking for me, I'm like, I sold that gun a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? According to this law. Right now, the law may be different, but according to this law, that's how it's going to be. They are making it easier for the gun people to make money, for guns to be in our community. That just shows a complete. So when you add this to the SNAP stuff, to all of this other stuff that's going on, the ICE stuff, all of this that's going on, attacking our communities. Is this okay with you that they making it easier for them to get guns?
Man, please, bro.
This ain't that much hunting going on in the world. They saying the old law was, and I didn't know this was a law, that you couldn't even load your gun in a car, right? Which seems common sense. With this law, now you can load your gun in a car. Who needs to load their gun in a car? What are you about to do?
Well,
they even changed the hunting.
In today's climate,
the hunting from 1,700 feet.
If you stay ready,
you always.
You ain't got to get ready. I'm just saying, in today's climate, Rhea,
that's indicative.
What you think? In today's climate, you have to stay ready. So you don't have to get ready.
I'm not finna let Homer hijack this.
Because they coming up to your car and they already Draco'd up.
We're not finna hijack this.
I'm just saying.
You can't have. You shouldn't be.
I know.
We shouldn't make it easier.
I understand you.
We shouldn't make it easier for people to do the things they do.
But I'm just saying.
Listen. Just
if you legal, you should be able to stay ready.
And it's not just us.
Instead of having to get ready.
They said now with this law, before you had to be 1,700 feet from a school.
Absolutely.
To hunt,
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
We don't have no issues with that because ain't nobody hunting near MPS school, right?
Well, maybe people.
Stop it, Homer.
Okay, all right. I was just gonna say maybe people. Rhea, am I wrong?
Mute him.
I'm not here with the guns. I'm not here for the guns. So I would say anyone trying to reload their gun in a car scares me. I'm not here for that.
Mute Homer for a second. And so what I'm saying is they took it from 1,700 feet to 1,200 feet that you could be. So they want you to be closer to the schools with the guns, and they want you to be able to sit in your car, load up the gun before you go into school and shoot everybody.
Hey, listen. How many people feel like if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready?
Why?
I'm saying, you know, but I get it. I get it.
Homer's
I get
missing
it.
The point,
but no, I'm not.
The point is they're making it The proliferation of weapons in our community is so high that they have no regard for what we're going through, and they're making it easier to get weapons when we are supposed to. We have had all of these mass shootings, all of these record-breaking amount of mass shootings, and you mean to tell me that with that information in your face, all of this stuff that has happened over just this year alone, with this information in your face, you've decided to propose a bill that will make it easier
absolutely
to get guns.
Absolutely. That's it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm speaking on behalf of the law-abiding citizens when I'm making my comments. I just want people to understand that. I'm just speaking on behalf of the law-abiding citizens that we know the do's and the don'ts, and that's all I'm saying. So when I say in the climate, no, trust me, I'm with you, Dame. I'm just saying in the climate that we are in, and you are legal, and you're not, your mental health is where it needs to be, and all of that. I'm just saying, you stay ready.
They're even saying that they're not going to check for certain mental health.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying it's crazy.
But the main reason, and this is going against what they say, the NRA and all of these people say, well, we need to not regulate the guns. We need to regulate mental health and how we check for that. But then you propose a bill where that is kind of taken off of the playlist now.
Right.
Come on, man.
On our Troop YouTube page, again, while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe. Of course, and Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live. We're going to get it where we're going to be able to see our Facebook comments, too, because I know that they are definitely engaged as well. And on X, all at 1017 The Truth. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. On Vincent Wheaton, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. He said, I'm going to put y'all up on game. The youth's gun store access is at these clubs. They break into cars because 6 out of 10 cars are going to have guns in them, most likely.
Wow.
Yeah. That's true, though.
You did just put us on game.
No, that's true.
I know.
We talked about it. Oh, yeah.
You put me on game.
Oh, yeah. We talk about it.
Because I'm like, where are they getting all these guns from? What's happening? And I never thought about. And so that's another way that we're introducing guns into that population.
Right.
That size. But we are the ones that are going to get the guns because we think it's wild, wild west. And when we go in the club, we leaving them in the car.
Yeah, because they don't want to let us in, and we abide by it.
Come on, man.
So we got to take care of some bills.
You can't get guns in the club.
I know. Absolutely.
Fat Joe and Remy Ma. Them the only ones that get guns in the club.
Did he? Never mind.
Sean Poe.
Did he? He ended up getting, okay, anyway, but he blamed it on Sean. Okay.
Yeah.
We got to take care of some bills, and we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options. If you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid, the Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP or calling 414-286-8620.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened, and we know things happen and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight, or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease, and he's on dialysis, and he wants to get on the list, and he's not not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a
water.
choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute. Even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to, because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Southbound 43 is backing up from Silver Spring pretty much all the way down to about North Avenue. Southbound 41 also heavy from the county line to Good Hope Road and all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound on 41, we've got delays just north of Watertown Plank Road all the way up past Capitol to Hampton. And then we've got westbound 94 slowing from the Zoo Interchange to about Sunny Slope Road, where we did have that earlier accident. It is gone. Those are working themselves out. We've got the eastbound side slowing down from 76th Street through the Stadium Interchange to just past 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny and windy, a high of 58. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 38. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, welcome Black.
Okay, Rhea.
The Truth in the Morning on the. I was about to say something about it too. Like, okay, yeah. I was like, sound like, you know, something too short would have came in on, man.
Spice One or something.
Yeah, West Coast. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow.
And I am the legendary Dame Ellzey in the building.
Listen, let's see. Great morning on our YouTube page to Mr. I get it. I'm just calling you Mr. I know the rest, but I'm just gonna call you Mr. Yeah, you got it. Okay. He said gun stores, my gun runners everywhere. They just don't snitch on, and some of them don't even know how to shoot. They just brag. Yeah.
None of them know how to shoot unless they've been going to a shooting class. That's another issue.
Yep, and they're not. On the YouTube page, again, while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe. But we're going to the True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. We've got Al. Al, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What's your truth?
Well, my truth will go real fast. Number one, the shootings that's going on, that's all in-house. That's not the community fault. That's not the seniors' fault. That's in-house. Number two, these Republicans are nothing but white train jigaboos with a trailer trash mindset. Number three, you want these guns to stop? Push the Second Amendment like Sodom and Gomorrah on cocaine and crack. And since some of our black people want to be naive, let them learn how to love their gun. Learn their gun. And I guarantee you, them bullets will stop turning at each other and they'll start saving them.
Al broke up, but we get the point.
Yep.
OG Al, thank you.
Yep, thank you, Al.
You know, Chris Rock had a joke, and this is something to joke about, but that's what comedians do. He's like, let them buy the guns, but charge them for the bullets.
Yep, absolutely. $5,000 a bullet.
And people won't be shooting off them bullets.
That's right. They'll be like, hold on, give my bullet back.
And I think what that joke is stating is that there are ways to get around the gun lobby that maybe politicians themselves aren't diving into out of fear of the NRA and the gun lobby and the stuff like that.
Yeah, just like the personal gun recognition, like, you know, it has to be your fingerprint or it has to be, you know what I mean?
Why can't that just be on
We got those kind of weapons out there.
That should be mandated. Something like that. Oh, that's too expensive. Right. Well, somebody's life isn't expensive. That should be mandated on every gun.
Life's
so if you
priceless.
you can't even use my gun.
That's right.
Without. So if I lose it, you steal it.
You
whatever
can't
it happens,
use it.
You can't use my gun.
That's it.
That's it. I'm the only one that this gun is going to be used for. And then if I sell it to you, then you have to contact this company and do something or whatever. Or maybe I can't even sell it to you. Maybe I got to sell it to a dealer to then do it. And
then they just like how they refurbish or whatever, they are able to refurbish
Maybe
it to.
That's what we should
do. You get what I'm
You should
saying? I think that would be dope.
You should outlaw personal selling of weapons between citizens. It should always go, because you can't sell. There's certain things you just can't sell person to person, right?
That's right.
So why couldn't guns be that way as well? You have to go to, you know, like Elon Musk, when he was mad at Wisconsin and he was coming through here offering people millions of dollars to vote for Trump or whatever the case may be. He was mad because the state had regulated that he couldn't just open up a Elon Musk dealership. He couldn't just open up a Tesla dealership. He had to get somebody from Wisconsin to manage and to own and operate the Tesla dealership. So he had to pay somebody else to be his middle person. Why we can't do that with guns? Why can't it be, instead of you being able to sell your gun hand to hand, that you have to go to this person and sell it? Now, people will get around it and say, oh, I lost it, or I got lost with it. Well, if you lose your gun,
you got to go through a whole separate process,
now
man.
You need to be held accountable.
Yep, and you got to go through a whole process.
If somebody stole your gun, why is it in the car? And why isn't it secure someplace where they can't steal it? They have to take the whole safe or something like that. There's ways of getting around this stuff that we aren't being creative and thinking.
Because even gun lock boxes have where, you know, you have to have a fingerprint.
Right.
You have to scan your retina. It's all kind of different ways
so
to do that.
So if I have all of this stuff, then I'm not gonna steal that gun. It's gonna cost me more to try to get in that box than it is to get that gun.
And why not put and I know some people ain't gonna like this. They ain't gonna like it, Dame, because they already feel like Big Brother is doing this. But why not be able to put a chip that you can track the gun?
I ain't mad at that.
You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that.
That like you can track it. So even if somebody steals it,
your gun was used right here, shot this person.
There you go.
Where was you at?
There you go.
I'm not mad at that.
There you go.
I'm not mad. The only people that don't need to be tracked is the military.
Right. That part. And I agree. We are on the same page. On the Truth Talk text page, the Angels Advocate, great morning, love you, appreciate you, said, I want to hear your thoughts and give mine as well.
I know he says
what now? The Angels Advocate said, what if they proposed a bill that says no more gun violence in rap music? The hip-hop community won't like the censorship. I'm not a role model.
It's called freedom of speech. This is America, and it's built upon, I had to get my serious voice.
I hear you.
It's built upon freedom of speech.
Yes, sir.
I can say what I want to say. And that's the beauty of being in America. That's why people want to come to America. That's why everybody wants to be here. You go to other countries, they can't do that. Trump don't want us to do that now. He's trying to crack down on freedom of speech because that's a powerful weapon. And so in protecting freedom of speech, you have to protect everybody's right to say what they want to say, as long as it's not inciting riots or it's not doing something like that, right? Per se them. Right. So if somebody calls me the N-word, white person, I may put hands on them. You got freedom of speech. But
I like how calm you said that.
You got freedom of speech, but your freedom of speech might get you, hemmed up over here. But I'm just saying, there you have it. So that's why it's got to stay in rap music. You can't censor stuff.
But now, an interesting twist on this is the latest situation where, for the first time in over 30-something years, there's no hip-hop song in the top 40 songs on Billboard.
It has nothing to do with the gun violence.
I'm just saying.
Homer, you know what that is.
Right.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. That's white people taking hip-hop out. It's an attack on the free speech that hip hop.
There you go.
Hip hop is the last musical art form where it is strictly from the people for the people, right?
Yes, sir.
You country music ain't really that way no more. Pop music definitely ain't that way. You got reggae music, you got reggaeton, but those aren't musics that could be part of hip hop, but those aren't musical genres that shift the culture.
Mm-hmm.
We're under Trump's America. So every company, every corporation in Trump's America is trying to do something.
Mm-hmm. We got a couple of calls on the True Talk text lines. We definitely want to try to get to both of these calls. The Town, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the conversation talking about the gun violence and rap music. What's your truth?
I feel like that Bro is kind of right. Like that's on us kind of with the hip hop because we can't sit up and say that we, like you said, you brought up NWA, and like they did some wild things back then too. So you really can't say like this guy's fake and this guy's real or whatever like that. We can only deal with the message that that the speaker is shooting out. You know what I mean? So like we was down with that gangster rap stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we still is. And a lot of them we didn't like. Like Bro said, his daddy told him like, hold on, check this out, bro. This ain't real. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good way to go about it. So the main idea of it is, for real, it's on us because we got to teach these kids better. It don't make no difference with the the music or whatever like that, or with the guns. There's a whole bunch of guns though, right? But it's a thing called gun safety. It's a thing called gun safety too.
Correct.
And the white folks teach their sons and daughters at a very young age how to operate, shoot, and fire safely guns.
4 and 5 years old. 4 and 5 years old.
Very little. So maybe we need to do that because I know a lot of brothers that have sons that carry guns, but they're responsible also.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't forget about that. It's a lot of knuckleheads doing some BS, but there's some people doing good too.
Yes, sir. No, I agree. I agree.
Cut off.
Yeah. And we got to get ready to take care of some bills, but we also got Terry. All right, Terry, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear the dialogue. What's your truth?
I'll give a shout out to the gentleman that just got off the phone. However,
the town.
I just tuned in.
The town. Mm-hmm.
However, I just tuned in, and I heard the other gentleman that's there with you. Good morning to him also.
The legendary Dame Ellzey.
Yes, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is not freedom of speech in this country because freedom of speech has a lot of components that go to it. And so one of my experiences is when I was working in the industrial field here in Milwaukee, I thought I was a very young man then. I thought freedom of speech was freedom of speech. Well, I opinionated on a situation, and the next day when I came in to my job assignment was the worst job assignment in the department. And this here went on for about a month or so. So we have to be careful about what we say. We have to be strategic about what we say when we're out here in the workplace. Thank you.
Oh, well, yeah, that caveat of being at work, you can't say nothing crazy at work. You work for somebody else.
That part.
So you on their time.
That part. We got to get ready.
After that time, I'm going to say what I want to
say. That part. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I'm the legendary home of Blow, along with my brother,
legendary Dame Ellzey in the building.
We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee Panthers basketball is back. On Monday night, the Milwaukee Panthers welcome in the Hampton University Pirates to UWM Arena.
Saves with 2, Stillwell with 1. Baseline leaner is good. They've used every ounce of the shot clock, and Jamichael Stillwell finished it off inside.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent, as an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Are you ready to do some baking? Because it's We Energy's Cookie Book time. This year's book is packed with dozens of cookie recipes to bake and share. We're sure you'll find a few new favorites. Pick up your copy of this holiday tradition from We Energies at one of our drive-through distribution events. Go to WeEnergies.com to find an event near you. From all of us at We Energies, we offer you warm wishes for a bright holiday season. We Energies. Energy you can depend on.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hey Milwaukee, are you ready to make your neighborhood shine? Join 1MKE's Neighborhood Task Force, where neighbors come together to build stronger, more connected communities in Washington Park, Washington Heights, Clark Square, and Walker's Point. Come share a meal and share your ideas and share your voice. This is your chance to shape the future of your neighborhood. Don't miss out. RSVP today on Eventbrite. Search 1MKE Neighborhood Task Force and join the movement to make Milwaukee stronger together. 1MKE, one voice, one community, one future.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Yeah.
It's a big week for Marquette University during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Tap into Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace today at noon, as he will be joined by representatives from Marquette University, Zach Goodwin, Assistant Vice President of Student Financial Aid, and Phil Jones, Admissions Counselor. They will highlight the many full tuition scholarship opportunities that they offer and tell you why your student should apply to attend Marquette University. Tune in. All right. Shout out to Kyle.
Yeah.
Man, you know, he be going in.
Tune in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Marquette University.
Oh,
is that the high school or that was the university?
The university. Oh, okay. Yeah, the university. So, yeah, man, that's going to be some great information. And we're talking about, you know, everybody ain't the same. So we got to, this is how we look out for the future.
I was going to say something because people was talking about.
Yeah, you were. You said.
And I forgot now. I'm getting old. That's what all that means is I need some ginseng or something, because I had a valid point I was going to make about, what was the last call? The brother was talking about free speech. Mm-hmm. But before that, we was talking about, it was a point I was trying to make, and it was gonna be fire.
Was it still with hip hop music and the freedom of speech?
It was freedom of speech. It was gonna be fire.
Okay, maybe while I'm reading the Angels Advocate's comment,
it'll come back to me. Okay.
Yeah. So there's only one problem, and it's not guns. It's raising your kids to know the difference between real and fake. And that's where I go. Entertainment.
I remember now.
I told you. Did I tell you? I told you.
My mind was something. That's like when you walk in someplace and you be like, "What am I doing? Why did I get up?"
Right.
And you
Absolutely.
have to stand there for a second. And remember
it's short-term memory.
Right.
Loss. Yeah.
Listen, it's too much of that funny tobacco.
Never mind, bro.
Not personally. Not recently. It was in the past. Listen, man.
Random tests. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Listen. So what I was going to say is they were talking about us educating our youth about guns and gun safety and all about guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a while back when me and DT was on air, shout out to DT, we had a story about the young man in Michigan that dismantled the gun and he had gun safety and did all of the stuff, saved the school from a mass shooter, and ended up getting expelled.
Right.
So even when we as black people educate our kids as to gun safety and how to do stuff right, the system is still gonna find a way to penalize them. It's been shown. Still gonna find a way to penalize them for knowing that information. So you can't win if you do. You can't win if you don't.
Right. Damned if you do. Damned if you don't.
So, but we still need to do it though. We still need it. And so I'm not mad at that.
I agree.
If I had to do it again before my daughters would go off to college or something like that, I would take them to the shooting range and teach them how to shoot a weapon, so that just so they can know, because they can feel safe in their own homes and things like that, just so that could happen and not have to go to the military and stuff like that to learn how to do that. I think everybody should learn how to handle a gun, because when the revolution comes, let me stop.
Hey.
I'm joking. Trump and them don't come knocking at my door.
Man.
Feds don't come knocking at my door. I'm not really talking about starting an armed revolution. This is airwave talk, Hollywood talk. Shout out to Martin Lawrence. I'm just saying, don't come knocking at my door.
Because they will.
They will.
They will.
They've been doing it as of late.
Man.
Now, have you seen that?
Yes.
Not to get off subject, but have you seen, like, people been, and they've been showing the post of the feds? Now, I don't know, some of it might be staged, some of it might be, because you don't know what's real and what isn't.
AI deep fakes.
Right, or just somebody doing something to go viral. Him and three friends line up. So I have to really look into it and see, like, oh, has this person done stuff like this before? And then before I repost some stuff or something, right? But anyway, there's been posts of, the feds walking up on people like, hey, you posted something.
Oh, yeah, that happens,
September,
though, bro.
And this, that, and the other. And I know it does, like I just said.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm just waiting on them to come to my door. Because I post, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to post what I want to post. So I'm obviously not going to post, assassinate Trump or do anything like that.
Ain't no bail with the feds, is it?
That would be ridiculous.
Ain't no bail with
Ain't
the
no
feds.
bail. They can hold you when they want to hold you. For long they want to hold you. If they think you're a threat to the
I was gonna create a campaign for you, man. I was gonna try to put a campaign for you.
Don't try to get me arrested by the feds. Come on.
No, I'm saying I would have put a campaign.
You would have put a campaign to get me out?
try to get you out.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's why I was saying, like, yeah.
I thought you were gonna put a campaign to get me out.
No.
Now
I
that
was
would
saying,
be some mess.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was saying that's why I said, do they have a bail in the event? So then put the campaign
Yeah,
together.
they've been knocking on people's doors, walking up on people and asking them why you posting this. That is some Gestapo stuff. First of all, I don't know if it's happened here in Milwaukee yet. Maybe our FBI agency is more lenient.
Man, law enforcement is watching, bro.
And they more so like, we ain't getting involved in none of that Trump stuff, because you ain't had you've had ICE activity, obviously, but it hasn't been a lot. As much in other cities as it's been in Milwaukee, it hasn't been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
law enforcement coming to see him, man.
They coming to see him?
Yeah. I mean, listen, people have jobs just to do that. They're getting paid.
That's the new thing, right?
They getting paid.
We talking about freedom of speech now, y'all, and this, that, and the other. Yeah, people are getting. There's a whole company that has a contract worth hundreds of millions of dollars with the feds, and all they do is watch what people post.
Yes. Listen. For anybody who's even on just Meta, all right, which would be Facebook or Instagram, the same way they'd be like, okay, your account is suspended. Your account has been deactivated.
How are they
forever.
finding this out? Somebody's letting them know.
They had a whole team, and then that's why when you try to dispute it, they'd be like, okay, well, we'll have somebody on our team look at it and then get black with you. So in the interim of it all, though, you without your stuff.
That shows the importance of social media and how it has made a huge world smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want the powers that be want you to live in a silo.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you and I to be connected.
That's
they
right.
don't want me and Rhea to be connected.
That's right.
They don't want me and the man outside the window setting up the full spot MKE to be connected. We may never talk, but on social media, he can know what I'm seeing.
That's
I can
right.
know what he's seeing.
Yep.
And so now they can't pull the same plays. It's making everybody smarter. They don't want everybody to be smarter and everybody to know what everybody's doing and everything going on like that. So
that part.
Freedom of speech is only free.
Watch what you speak. Remember, Ice-T made the album Freedom of Speech. Just watch what you say.
It ain't really free for us.
Yep. And it's been
poor,
proven.
It ain't free for you. If you rich, you might can say what you want to say, but only to a point.
Yeah.
You see what they did to Ye.
Yep. So as we get ready to round up a little bit, man, again, right now, as it stands, EBT, there's some story going around saying that maybe in a few days it might, but that's all after the judges, and if the Orange Man ends up doing what he's supposed to do by the order of the judges, but we've seen him go against the grain. So will that happen or will it not? I'm not going to hold my breath, although I pray that it will. What you got, Dame?
EBT, USDA tells grocery stores not to give discounts to customers. So there you have it. They don't care. They want you to suffer. They only want you to get a discount. If you show an EBT card and be like, can I just get an EBT discount or something? They don't even want you to get that. Needless to say, it was a great show today, brother.
Absolutely, bro.
I'll be back on Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
It's you and Bailey tomorrow and Wednesday. So I'll be back on Thursday. And so I'll see y'all Thursday, but it was a great show.
Absolutely. And you know, I told you about the Homer Blow Foundation, Inc. nonprofit 501c3. I said, man, I think I'm going to do a fundraiser to raise some money to take care of some families.
That's dope.
So I done an $800 fundraiser, which will feed 20 families. Within 24 hours, I raised that $800.
That's what I'm talking about, Homer.
Yeah, that part, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Nobody better not say nothing bad about Homer Blow.
They're going to say something bad because people are people. Listen, Rhea, thank you very much for a great show. And if nobody has told you that they love you today, I want to let you know that I love you, and I want you to please have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the morning, afternoon, evening, night, early morning. And hopefully the things we have to talk about in the near future won't have to be within our minute degrees of separation. We're up out of here. The Truth with the award-winning Sherwin Hughes is up next at 9 a.m. Holla Black.
Check it out one time.